Alright guys, this is an easy way to get your pedal height adjustment set for yourself. Your seat height set, I meant, not pedal. Okay, you set the pedal at its absolute bottom on an angle equal to the post. You get your foot, you sit on the bike, right? You get your foot, the middle of your foot flat on the pedal. Perfectly flat on the pedal, the middle of your foot. Middle, even towards a little the back, middle, right over the joint, not the ball of the foot. Okay. Sit on the seat so your foot is flat on here, and then spin to the other leg and it's flat. Okay, on the other leg, and then on this leg without you reaching for it, so that it's even. That's the perfect seat height. Once you move your foot to the ball of the foot, then you got a slight bend in your knee. That slight bend in your knee is just right. It helps you get the maximum power out of your legs without overextending your knees, and without and if you go with bent knees, it's a lot of stress on your knees. You know, it's not good for your knees at all. You know, and that's about it. That's the perfect seat height. It's an easy way to do it. You know, and if you get a sting in your knee ever, like when you're riding, like it happened to me when I started, make sure you just take a day off, rest that knee. Your knees are trying to tell you something. Okay, that's what's going on. You know, give it a day off. All right, I'm gonna go out for a ride, talk a little bit more about my town and the bike, and I'll soon be outside. All right, guys, let's go for a ride. I'm going to go down the lawn again. Yeah, I got to cut this lawn. I got to kick up this kickstand first here. Hold on. All right. Okay. There we go again. All right, on the street. Let me kick on the power here again. Whoop. Put her on 1. All right, I'm gonna go into the center of town and just ride around, maybe cover a few things about the bike, and I missed quite a few things about the town. I'll talk more about it. It's a cool morning. It'll be a cool day today, like 60s. It's kind of weird. Yesterday was in the almost 90s. All right, I'm going to stop right now until I get to town. I'll cover one little thing on the way to town. This kind of goes with seat height, but not really. It does though a little. The handlebar height. You know, when I first got it, I put it straight up, and I also had it low for a while. And when I had it too low, my back hurt a bit, you know. When I had it up too high, it's kind of weird on my back too, because it felt like my back was when I was straight up, my back was kind of pogoing on bumps. And I have an issue with my lower back a bit. So, I found that if you set the handlebars just right so that you're bent over a little bit to the right amount that you feel comfortable with, your lower back gets a workout. And I found my back getting really stronger. I've only been riding maybe 160, 170 miles on this thing, total mile riding. And just from that little stress of being a little bent over, just at the right angle for me, yours might be different, my back got a workout. And the reason I know that is there's a lot of surfaces in my house, like beds and stuff, I can't sleep on, like the sofas and stuff. And I wake up with my back shot out. And after a couple of times riding with that kind of light stress on my back, I could sleep on them now. My back doesn't hurt. It's maybe it's the action of lifting your legs a little
keep it on a slight angle, because you're lifting your legs into your stomach a little if you lift a little while you're pedaling, you know, and lift your legs as well as push down a little. It changed my back a bit. Surprising. You know, and my legs too, man, my legs have changed. They're like turning into the little tree trunks again, you know? All right, I'll continue when I get into town. All right, I'm on Center Street now, in the center of town. A few things I didn't cover. In the morning, people like eating out over here. It's a little slow morning this morning. Maybe because it's a little cooler, people aren't outside. Well, it's a very progressive town here well, not town, state, really. But fiscally extremely conservative. Maybe more conservative than any conservative. As they say, deep pockets and short arms. It's just a joke. Well, this town, I'll talk more about Southington, about why it had a hard time, this center of town, for a very long time, and I'll see if I can explain that too soon. These are all the shops people eat at. There's a nice furniture store here too. I covered all this in the last one, that's why I'm not talking. There's a nice little New England old school furniture. Some people eating breakfast here. Besides the biggest draw in Connecticut, which is the Apple Harvest Festival that happens here, there's Music on the Green that happens here every Wednesday. And there's a band right around here where I'm standing. There's a huge stage they build, and bands play here. The street fills up with people. Oh, guy dropped the hammer. I'm gonna go bring it to him. Hold on. Guy dropped the hammer out of his work truck. I went to go take it to him on the bike. Well, this is where Music on the Green happens. The street fills up with people, and people in lawn chairs everywhere over here. There's a car show over here. Go into the area right here. There's a little car show right in here. Some really nice cars show up. All types of cars. Mostly classics, you know. And sometimes like a famous band will show up here. Like Spin Doctors came down here and it was crazy, man. The whole place filled up, center of town. It was insane in here. I'm not sure if it was Apple Harvest or Music on the Green, but it was packed out here. People dancing in the middle of the street. It was something else. It brought the whole town to a standstill. But like I said, there's three main things. There's Music on the Green every Wednesday. There's the Apple Harvest Festival, and there's the Italian Festival. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's come down again. And I'll zigzag around here. There's no cars. Oh, there's a car there. And I'll cover these things over and over again in the videos, but when you start off on this bike from a stop, it's a really good idea to start off on speed 1 and then pull to speed 2, then speed. Don't always start off on speed 5 or something, because what happens is all that power, you stretch out your spokes. And I've heard of this quite a bit, where the spokes get stretched out, then you have to tighten it up, and you have to do it perfectly, quarter turn on each one. or something, and right back to the first one you start evenly, and that gets to be a bit of a pain, you know. If you gently put the power on rather than dump it on it, you probably won't stretch out those spokes, you know. That's what I've been doing. Okay. All right, you know what? I'm going to ride into that little town down further and cover that too. There's also, let me turn around. I'll cover two other things first, because I'll miss them. There's so many things going on in this town that it's hard to pick up on it all. Now, I went down Center Street, but if you go all the way down in that direction, there's a mountain face down there, big mountain face, and Mount Sothington is there. It's in this direction. If you just keep going and just get down there, ask around or look on a map, you'll find it. Or use your GPS. You know, and there's skiing there. This town has a little bit of everything going on. And there's also a dog park down here. Let me get down to that. You know what? I'll pick up the speed a little. Get there quicker. And nice place. You can bring your dog down. And I had to pick up the pace there. I didn't want to get jammed up. Let me turn it off because it's a little bit off the center of town, but not that much. There's a road right next to Center Street called Mill Street. And on this street, see, there's a parking lot over here next to the trail. And right down here, there's a dog park. This whole thing here is a dog park right here. Big opening, bring your dog down here. I'll try to turn around in the lot. It's got a nice big parking lot. It's got a little area for small dogs too, where sometimes I bring my little Shih Tzu down here. It's only like 11 pounds. The other dogs are like elephants next to her, you know? And this is the... Alright, across the street before I get hit. Alright. I'll show you the other end. Plantsville is the other end. Okay. I'm coming into Plantsville. And that's right next to Southington, and it's pretty much is Southington. It's just, people say it's connected together. It's kind of the same town. But it's off. It's down the road a bit on the path. This is Zingarella's, and it's a Italian restaurant with pizza and everything, and it serves ice cream in the summertime out here and stuff. See out here on these colorful tables. And you know, it's also on the path. If you go way down that path, there's another place. I don't know what it is. It's they serve food. A lot of cyclists stop there. I'll check it out. It's like 5 miles down that way. Here's some more seating. There's the ice cream stand. There's a coffee house here that's brand new. There's some kind of outdoor living place here. Across the street's one of the best place you can get all kinds of heatings, what do you call that? Pellet stoves and things like that. I'll look at that later. And this is Lion's Den, it's called here. It's a coffee house. And if you come down, there's a Chinese restaurant here. It's been here forever. There's a bar across the street that's always hopping. You go by it at night and it's cranking music. There's a Thai place here. Another tattoo place here. And there was a pharmacy here. It closed down. But there's another small pharmacy in town, which is popular, a small one, which is still around. I'm going to try to turn around here and get to the other side of the road. This is where I use the throttle again. All right, that was a bit awkward. The throttle helps out in tough situations, gets you out of jams. You're not fumbling with your feet, you know? All right, I'll try to get to the other side. This COVID took out a few little businesses, not many. It took out this, it's sad because it's been here a long time. It's kind of like a little flea market type place. It's right here across. And a little antique house over here was here. That antique stuff. Right there in this building. And a tarot card reader disappeared for some reason, which is odd. Guess you couldn't predict her own future there. And there's a little bar. There's another restaurant here too. Very small. I don't even know what it's called. It's kind of a little exclusive maybe. And here's the House of Fire. Anything that has fire, this place has the best of. It's huge in there. Beautiful construction. It's worth going in there just to see the building. It's all post and beam, massive building in there. And that is this little town. All right, I'll get back on the trail. Turn around over here, slowly give some cars time to pass. I don't want to be in everyone's way. Hey, an incumbent bike went by, huh? All right. All right. Kind of have to be careful on this road for little kids and dogs. They seem to pop out when there's. You got to really keep an eye out for them. Don't go really fast through here. This happened to me where a little kid just decided to do a 180 in front of me out of nowhere. Ended up on the embankment, bouncing everywhere. If it wasn't for these fat tires, I would have crashed probably. And also with little dogs, you know, you got a 65-pound bike. I weigh 200. That's 265 coming down on a kid or a dog. You know, it's not going to be pretty. You know, you don't want that on your conscience too. You know. Don't mean to be a downer talking about those sides, but what are you gonna? It's the truth. See some people flying on this road. I don't know how they get away with it with these kids, man. Kids and dogs. Whew. All right. We're getting off this track, this path. Where else the trails? Thanks for coming along. It gives me another reason to ride, you know? I like having reasons. That's, like I said, destinations, another video, things to do, you know? Might be good to join some kind of club. I don't know if there's an e-bike club around here. I don't see too many in Southington, you know? It's kind of rare. Well, thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed it. Take care.